So, the UFC 302 press conference just took place featuring Islam Makhachev, Dustin Poirier, Sean Strickland, Paulo Costa, all those four. Good UFC, they're improving on that. They are improving on that shit of just not just throwing the whole fucking main card on there. They're putting on the guys that matter. No one gives a fuck about what Mikhail Oleksiejczuk has to say. No one gives a fuck about what Romanov and Almeida have to say. And what fucking... Randy Brown, what does he got to say? What does Leslie Zaleski dos Santos have to say? Fuck them. We're adding the important fighters only on this press conference. And it was a decent one. Some funny moments here and there. Nothing too serious in terms of like, oh my god, this is insane. I cannot wait now. The hype level's the same. Poirier Islam has got me a little bit more hyped with some trash talk here and there. But I'm just going to get in it. I'm going to get into it. Yeah, some of the important things in this press conference were the ending shocked me. Maybe it's one of the MMA media reporters saying this. I'm just going to get into it right now. I know this is stupid, and it may be dumb, but Izzy might be injured. I think Izzy got injured in training by what this guy's saying, because why would he just say this? Maybe it's a blind spot, we're just getting tricked into something, but I don't know, I think this should be more pointed out as where I think if the UFC was targeting Izzy Dricus, I think Izzy's injured, and I think Dricus is like left there, like, what do I do? And we got Khamzat and Whitaker coming up. Whitaker, if he wins, I know he might be able to turn around, but I don't think Whitaker's the type of guy just to turn around that fast. I don't think he is, and I think if he wins against Khamzat, he will take some damage. Khamzat could win, turn around fast. It could happen. Don't see it, though. I don't see Khamzat being the guy to just turn around fast. Strickland will do that. Costa will as well. So it'll all come down to whoever wins this fight, in my opinion. Because I don't think the winner will be ready for that. Plus, Dricus, I think Izzy's injured. Because one of the MMA media reporters said, will you be down to fight Dricus at UFC 305 in Perth? Like, Izzy Dricus is already really official, but Izzy might have just gotten injured before it being actually official. So, this is good news, because I couldn't give a shit about Dricus Izzy anymore. A year ago, I would care lots about it. But since Strickland's entered the title mix, I couldn't give a shit about that fight. They're both fake fucking champs. Sean beat both of their asses. And should have beaten Dricus, in my opinion. So that fight's really like, who's Sean's older son? Really? But, anyways. That's an amazing matchup. Strickland might turn around fast for that fight. We'll see. Costa will as well. I believe Costa will do it as well if it's necessarily needed. It's a title on the line. Let's get into it, though. Dustin Poirier, Makhachev got a lot of questions at the start. I was like, give Strickland a question, give Costa a question. These guys will bring the energy, and they did. Poirier had some good one-liners. He was sleep on boxing. Like, he had those good one-liners. That's what Poirier is known for. He doesn't really trash talk, Poirier. Like on and on. He'll think about a line, and he'll say it. That's his own. Like, it's like a delayed trash talk. Dustin Poirier. Just get it out the way. Smooth selling. Not just, like Colby and shit. I like that with Dustin Poirier. I like that a lot. He had some good trash talk moments. Yeah, Makhachev says, I'll take him down. This is MMA, not boxing. Good for Makhachev. I was kind of shocked they didn't mention the staph. Kind of a bit shocked they didn't mention any staph infection. Like, holy shit, this is a staph infection. Or like, oh, did you see the staph infection? I think they kind of want to hide it. Personally, I think they kind of want to hide it. I don't mind, though. But still. You know. Whatever. Yeah. Not much really happened, man. Like, I'm going to react to this, but I'm just reacting to it. Like, not much really happened. Of course, Strickland said some stuff about Canada and Trudeau. Not going to get into it, though. I'm not going to get into it. Strickland, you need to back up from that shit, man. Because that could legit lose you a title fight. That you could have just lost yourself a title fight because of that. Like, you need to be fucking careful, man. And he said it. So he probably just lost. He probably needs 2 more wins now because he said that. But nah, he does need to be careful, though. He does need to be careful. But Costa, you know, secret juice, they all mentioned that. Just a good, wholesome moment there about secret juice. No, guys didn't have much bad blood like people thought. Strickland's not really a trash talker. I think we all can agree now. He can shit talk. But, like, against guys that have, like, I think Strickland and Colby would have a fucking insane press conference. You know, someone that speaks clear English. Drickus does, but he doesn't have an accent by that. He has a South African accent, Costa as well, but Izzy can speak clear. That's where the trash talk comes into play. Colby as well would also be a good press conference, but Costa doesn't really speak great English. But it is improved. It has improved. And they just went back and forth there. Also, yeah. Dustin Poirier. Yeah. Had some good one-liners, obviously. Last crack at the title. Makhachev says he feels bad for him. I'm feeling a Poirier upset and coming. Like, I don't think it'll happen, obviously. I think Makhachev's just going to be too strong, too big for him. And I think he'll sub him in the first round, but I'm feeling a Poirier just snaps him right on the chin and puts him out. Like, I'm feeling it. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm not changing my prediction. I'm not a pussy. I mean, I do sometimes, during Apex cards sometimes, but for pay-per-views and big fights, I'd never change my predictions. High-profile fights, I'd never change my picks. Other than Holloway Gaethje. That's the only time I did it, and I got it right. So I'm happy about that. Yeah. Not much really happened. Obviously, Makhachev. Sorry about the keys in the background. I'm wearing a lanyard right now. So ignore that. But yeah, Makhachev had some good stuff to say. Poirier is like, why don't you listen to your coach and box? Poirier kept annoying me, though. Like, saying, like, Makhachev would say something like, let's miss you, brother. Like, I feel bad for you, brother. And he's like, what? What? I can't, what did he say? Annoying from Poirier. I know it echoes in there, and it's not the best clear sound-wise for the fighters, but Strickland and Costa can clearly hear each other, so Poirier, fix those ears, bro, because I honestly think he was lying about that. Like, I think he can clearly hear Makhachev. I think he was, like, thinking of, like, a one-liner, and he was like, what did he say? I couldn't hear him at all, man. You know, like, that really annoyed me, but maybe he couldn't hear him. But Strickland and Costa can hear each other. Makhachev can hear what Poirier has to say. Just Dustin Poirier couldn't hear anything. And it's not like he was at one end to where it's like quiet. He was in the middle. So, weird stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That was, I don't know. I forgot really what they said. Maybe I can more. Dustin and Islam had some decent one-liners. More Dustin, though. Islam just said, like, smash him. He failed against Oliveira and Khabib. Like, so I'll tap him out or he'll sleep. You know? But Makhachev said his part. Didn't really bring much energy. The weight cut's getting to him. So fair play to him. Weight cut's getting to him. So yeah. And then we have Poirier with some Poirier with some one-liners here and there. The face-off got intense, but I'm going to get into that in a bit, but still. Yeah, Strickland, he says he's going to go to war with Costa. It's going to be a great fight, Costa. It's going to be a great fight. Back and forth. Yeah. Costa, yeah. The press conferences aren't much. He's not really a trash talker either. Strickland, I don't think, is a trash talker. Unless he speaks to someone that speaks fluent English. Clear, no accent at all. Colby, Izzy. Those are the guys I think he'll be trash talking with. But Costa and Drickus, not much. Drickus a little bit. Not much though. And yeah. And maybe reporters, who can we get into them? Nothing much really happened to them. Yeah, and Strickland said he's going to get the belt back, said he was robbed against Drickus. So this is the thing. I think Strickland beat Drickus. Rewatching it, I think Strickland got the win. Just barely. See why they gave it DDP, though. The UFC found a golden opportunity to just dethrone Strickland with the judges and give the win to Drickus if it was any close. But I don't think that was I think that was a head clash. Because what did Strickland get cut by? So I think it was a very close fight. Honestly, it was a tie fight. But you got to give the win to someone. So I think Strickland got it. I think Izzy's injured. And Strickland says he's going to get the belt back. Let me take the Izzy's injured part out. And then, what was I going to say? Fuck, my brain's all over the place right now. Strickland says he wants to get the belt back, and will get the belt back. Said he was robbed. He wasn't robbed. It was the closest fight in UFC history. He just didn't get the edge. GDP got the edge. Oh well. You know? It was a very close fight. You can't say that's a robbery. If Strickland got the win against DDP, you can't think DDP was robbed. It was the closest fight in UFC history. And I'm a huge Strickland fan. I like Chant Strickland more than Drickus. I just find him funnier. I think he's better for the sport, personally. I think he's just more... I like him better. I just like him better than Drickus Duplessis. I know a lot would disagree, but I think I like him better. And I think it wasn't robbery. I don't think it was a robbery. But, yeah, I'll get to the Izzy thing, though. I already mentioned that, though. The Izzy's injured thing. I think Izzy is injured. I think he's injured with something. Because I think the MMA reporters kind of just leaked something a little bit. Like, will you be able to fight Drickus at 305? Like, I don't know. Because I know Hamzat's not going to be ready. Whitaker's not going to turn around fast. I don't think Whitaker's going to do it. Plus, if the UFC have Whitaker win against Hamzat, which I'm leaning right now, I'm still unsure, though. Closest fight to predict ever. And if Whitaker beats Hamzat, Strickland beats Costa, two impressive performances, what are the UFC going to choose? Strickland Duplessis 2 or Whitaker Duplessis 2 UFC? This will judge to see if you are a smart company or not. Or match them up against each other if Izzy is fine. But still, if Izzy's not fine, what will you do, UFC? Give Whitaker a rematch where he got smoked under 2 rounds, which wouldn't sell that good at all. Or Strickland, where he still is the champ, arguably. This is what we're going to tell. So if Strickland does beat Costa this weekend and in impressive fashion, finishes him, then yeah. Yeah. He's going to get a title shot. He has to. Arguably, he can sit out and wait. And if Hamzat beats Whitaker, do Hamzat Strickland. If you want to give Hamzat a title shot, he's going to have to get past someone that's good. Beating Whitaker at this point, I don't think Hamzat's fighting the good Whitaker. I personally don't think so. MMA reporters, though, ask NPC questions again and again. Dustin, how are you feeling? It's just, you need new reporters. John Anik shouldn't get a single fucking question, man. Why is he getting a question? Why? I guess one question's fine for Anik, but, not 2 or 3. You could say, Anik, how do you feel about these fights? And it not happened. But still, it was a decent press conference. Strickland and Costa were friendly at the face-off. Makhachev and Poirier were kind of, shit-talking a bit. I don't know what Poirier said to him. I wish I can hear it. But yeah. Yeah. And there's a plane going by. Stop playing. But yeah, Makhachev and Poirier had to be separated because they were shit talking that much. I hope Poirier beats him, man. I'm fucking praying. I'm not gonna make a prayer video because I already did one for Earthseg recently. For flyweight and Pantoja and them. So I'm not gonna do one here. But I fucking hope he wins. I fucking do hope he wins. Because I don't want to do prayer videos. Plus that was last pay-per-view as well. Maybe I'll do one, around Miocic-Jones. Just to hope Miocic pulls it off or something like that. But yeah, that's about it. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Press conference reaction. Not the best. Next one will be probably a bit wild, though, with McGregor and Chandler. And yeah, peace.